And wow, lbdutchboy is actually bringing the Camel Hunter here with Barnes, so this is going to be fun for sure. And,
Yeah.
versus...
Yeah, we're already in the game. We see Hunter versus Hunter, actually. Yeah, and I don't see the hand of lbdutchboy, so I'm trying to fix that.
Yeah, I just saw the Desert Camel from lbdutchboy and the injured Cavalry, so it's playing both combo pieces. But looks to me that both players are playing a mid-range Hunter, so we'll see. Narra's hand is very burst heavy. Can the grandmother double kill command and a quick shot.
So lbdutchboy is playing more of the mid-range Hunter, and Narra is playing a more aggressive Hunter with that Cloak Hunters. And most of the times, the most aggressive Hunter wins in that mirror match, right?
Yeah, neat. And we also see the Argent Horse side, so this is probably the face Hunter then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's pretty fun that Narra is a really big fan of Control Warrior, but most of the times his other decks are pretty aggressive. Like, he's not playing Face Hunter, but we also saw him play a lot of Zulog. Maybe even, now he's from MCon, like he's playing for MCon right now. Maybe he practiced with Mate, so maybe they both bring that insane Smorg lineup.
Maybe Mate taught him the way.
Yeah.
And taught him the place, and that is face. So, lbdutchboy gets a really good Barnes up here. Getting an Infested Wolf is extremely good, especially when I have a Houndmaster in hand.
Yeah, it's the mini high main, right? Like the high main gives you 2/2/2s, but the double 1/1 against the face hunter is actually pretty good. It trades with so much of the deck of Narra, but Narra can decide to ignore it and just go for the full Smorg tactic. Ooh, he's already playing kill command on the minion, but what if he just saved the damage, went face there, just hero power? Like, he had 13 burst damage in hand, and he could have put him on. I don't know.
Because I don't think lbdutchboy will be trading any time soon with your Divine Shielded minions or your Kindly Grandmother. And this is a really good Houndmaster. You can also bump it to a Divine Shield.
Yeah, this is the point that lbdutchboy can actually take the game really fast, since Narra has to trade everything in now, and that's not exactly what you're looking for when you're a face hunter. You don't want to trade, you just want to hit that face of the other one and Smorg him down. Use that hero power as much as possible.
And you just want to get in as many damage every turn, max out your damage every turn. And he's also going to attack here with Big Bad Wolf and the Argent Squire just to protect that freezing trap. So the Houndmaster will get freezing traps, protecting his minions. So
good pick up there by lbdutchboy. His hand was pretty clunky with the double deadly shot kill command rack, but playing an animal companion and the kindly grandmother with the Houndmaster coming next turn can be actually pretty good, since he forces Narra now to maybe trade off the minions. Wow, and he's actually kill commanding the 3/5, even though you didn't see any secrets yet from Narra.
Well, you're probably thinking that you're taking a lot of damage here. And damage in the Hunter mirror is very dreadful, because whoever gets lowest HP first usually wins the game, or he gets a little bit behind on HP, usually loses the game because of the hero power, dealing 2 damage every turn.
What are you going to do here? You can trade actually your Big Bad Wolf into the 1/1, trade your Horse Rider, hero power, play your kindly grandmother. You really don't want to use the quick shot yet, right? Like, you really want to use it to get an extra card, especially in a deck like this when you don't have a lot of card draw and all your minions doesn't get a lot of value. And you know lbdutchboy has the 6-mana Houndmaster, so you don't really want to leave up the beast.
I would have really liked him just to go face there, because well, he has the Houndmaster, but it's a 6-mana Houndmaster. And instant plays the high main because he has a Houndmaster in hand.
Yeah. Tracking.
Let's see what this picks up. Narra also has a lot of burn in hand. It's already 8 damage in his hand, so...
What are you going for here? Do you bluff the freezing trap? You already showed 1 freezing, right?
Yeah.
But you can also decide to go for the damage with the Argent Horse Rider. Oh, he's going for another quick shot.
Yeah.
Kill command, hero
it's
power.
It's pretty good here because next turn you can just deal another deal double quick shot.
He's 1 damage of lethal here.
Yep. So
can lbdutchboy win in 2 turns? Is that a possibility here?
Probably not. So
this is such a hard turn for Narra, since 12 damage is possible. Oh wait, actually 8 damage for a hunter out of the hand is possible for lbdutchboy. You already saw 1. Narra's going to trade. Yeah, trading here actually doesn't do that much, am I right?
Oh, he's also going to use the quick shot here on the minion.
Yeah, now he's unleashed. How much get more value? I can really understand this play.
Okay. Is he going to just smart it then, or trade half?
Smart, I think. You put him on lethal range, you put him on 2 HP at least, yeah. So you have to smart everything. Oh, wait a sec. You can just put him on 5.
Yeah. So you have lethal with the quick shot and the hero power anyway. You could have also traded away that last hand just to play around his unleashed hand, but I'm not sure there's a real out here for lbdutchboy.
Yeah, 8 damage was really possible to do for lbdutchboy, but 12 damage is a little bit too much.
Yeah, only a double kill command and a quick shot would have been, or double kill command actually.
And well done by Narra, yeah. Most of the times when you get in that hunter mirror match, the most aggressive hunter will probably win it. Since the moment mid-range hunter is gonna come back into the game, you're already so low that Narra can just press a couple of times his hero power and win the game. As we saw, he had the double quick shot, double kill command, bursting lbdutchboy down in a couple of turns. And now it's going to be hard for lbdutchboy to come back.
Yeah, lbdutchboy is probably suspecting that he's dead, but what can you do to still play around that damage that Narra has on board? So just going to drop the rack here. Okay. So this way he's setting up his own win for the next turn.
Oh wait, they're still in the game?
Yeah, still in the game.
Weird. I got dropped out of the game. They said waiting for the next match.
Hearthstone client is acting up a bit tonight, I guess. So lbdutchboy loses game number 1, and Narra takes a win with his Space Hunter.
Yeah, like expected. Like, Narra set it up for lethal there, and really well done by him. Picking that aggressive hunter, maybe expecting lbdutchboy playing that mid-range hunter, since he played it last week too. Last week he was playing that Enzold version. So maybe Narra watched the games of lbdutchboy and made some kind of counter lineup. And Narra still has probably the Zoolog that's pretty good against the hunter and the druid, but also the control warrior can be pretty good against the druid. So let's see how this game is going to end up.
Yeah, indeed. I think this might be a shaman game for lbdutchboy, because he has 2 really favorable matchups, either versus the warlock or versus the warrior. Surprised he doesn't hero shaman here right away, but he's going to go for the druid. Getting Mire Keeper. So he's only keeping rat. He's probably suspecting a zoo. That's why he's keeping the rat. And you can see Narra is also running a pretty funky zoo with Brand Bronzebeard.
Maybe he's playing one of those old school zoos. Since Discord zoo is the most popular right now, but the old zoo is not bad out of nothing. Like, it's still one of the strongest one of the strongest decks that have ever existed on Hearthstone. And I even think the old zoo is better against Druid than the Discard zoo. Double Imgang boss for Narra here. How is lbdutchboy going to deal with that? How is he going to deal with 2 Imgang bosses? You cannot really swipe those, and like Wrath or Living Root's also not dealing with those.
Indeed. Well, he got the Innervate, so it's going to allow him to Innervate out the Ancient of War next turn, but this turn is looking pretty dead for lbdutchboy, unless he wants to rat Voidwalker, but I doubt that.
There are 2 possible things for lbdutchboy. You can just Wrath or Innervate the Moonglade Portal, but I really think you want to Innervate that Ancient of War out and then go for maybe some trades and then Moonglade Portal or your Ancient of War to heal back up to 10 health and protect your life total with that insane town minion.
Okay, he's ratting for draw here, which makes sense because his hand is looking really dead. So using the Moonfire.
Do you really want to draw here, since his hands may be clunky, but he has a perfect curve with Innervate, Ace of War into Moonglade Portal, right? And there's the Bran. And that's actually pretty awkward for lbdutchboy, since when Narra plays the Bran here, his Ace of War becomes a lot less good, since there are a lot of things that can punish him. Like if the Defender of Argus is coming out, that Ace of War is gonna get destroyed.
Or just a Peddler having 2 drops for corruption. I mean, that's an out as well. So power overwhelming here for Narra.
If he finds another one with Dark Peddler, he can actually deal with
it's very likely that he finds either another Soulfire or another Power Overwhelming here. So Malkazar Imp, probably, or Dragon Egg.
Oh, wow. So, getting the worst ones.
Yeah, not the best pickups here.
No, definitely not.
So which one is better here? Crab, Chicken, or Anomaly?
I think Anomaly, especially with the Power Overwhelming in hand. But that Ace of War is gonna get so much value. But the Voidwalker, pretty good one, protecting his Bran. He's hoping that he's gonna pick up that Defender of Argus.
So he also picks up the Drake here, which will allow him to Living Roots the Voidwalker, and this way he can trade away the Bran with his Ancient of War. So it's already looking really good for lbdutchboy.
Yeah, this is one of those matches that Druid cannot really win. Oh, wow, that's a nice one.
Yeah, Soulfire and Power Overwhelming. So you can even use it on the egg if you want.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, and then getting another 2-1 whelp. And besides that, you can still play the Imgang Balls, one of those sticky minions that Druid has a hard time dealing with. And if lbdutchboy doesn't find another big taunt or some kind of board clear with Swipe, he can still manage to lose this one. But for now, it's looking pretty good for lbdutchboy.
Yeah, he's still left with the Azure Drake on board though, even if well, unless Narra decides to throw in everything, but
yeah, I think this is the point. Narra cannot really play around Swipe anymore. I think the reason why this turn took a little bit long, he was like, okay, how am I gonna play around Swipe? Oh, wow, and he's actually gonna use the PO on the Imgang Balls instead of the egg.
I guess he's trying to play around Swipe here, like you said.
Oh wait, he actually got a full board clear now. Oh, I didn't even see that. Wow.
Yeah. So Emperor is pretty good here, just scanning the Moonglade Portal and double Feral Rage as well.
Yeah, those Feral Rages are probably gonna give lbdutchboy a lot of extra time to pick up his big minions. Maybe a Maligal Swipe combination.
Even a Giant should be reasonably cheap at this point.
Yeah.
So
Soulfire, pretty pick up there.
Pick up another Soulfire.
And the good thing about this is that the Arcane Anomaly is getting an extra health, so out of the swipe range here.
Sick buff, man. Sick buff. So, still, lbdutchboy is reasonably safe. He has a lot of stall. Like, he can heal for 5 and he can heal for 16 with Feral Rages. Even, like, if you count Rat for another 3, I guess, or for another 2. So,
he's getting care now, trust me.
Oh, well, that's not a Cairn, but still really good.
Yep. Feral Rage, I think you're gonna use it for 4 damage, right? You're definitely gonna kill off the Imgang boss here. Such a good trade on that. Oh, what?
Oh, he's actually going for the Anomaly. This is very strange.
Yeah, it is.
Because, like, Narra shouldn't have that many spells in his deck.
Nope.
He's playing Zeus, so...
Dark Shared Councilman. Pretty good pickup, but that Bolt of his Ogre is gonna deal so much damage to all the minions of Narra. Can probably... oh, what a pickup there.
Yep, and there's the swipe. So how does lbdutchboy go about this? You want to leave your opponent as little as tokens as possible. So
for 1. Fully.
Windfire is not bad as well.
No.
So you can Pharaoh Rage on the...
And swipe the 0-2?
I guess.
Oh no, you trade the 0-2 and then swipe everything. Yeah, now he has almost a full board clear. And Narra has only got 2 1-1s left now.
He's even going to Moonfire, one of the 1-1s.
Wow. Removing everything from lbdutchboy, but now Narra can still pick up those Doom Guards. There's still 2 Doom Guards in the deck of Narra, I think at least, but and those cards are going to be pretty difficult to deal with for lbdutchboy. And trading here, I really like trading here. Oh wow, what a pickup there!
So this is going to guarantee lbdutchboy dealing 8 damage to the face here. Just having that big boy on board. More abusive. 1-1 abusive. No match for Ragnarok.
Well done by lbdutchboy.
Or the hero power.
I don't think Narra can come back from a Ragnarok. Maybe he's playing Forbidden Rituals. Oh, what? The moment I say it. And this is actually the comeback from Narra, since the Rag is completely useless now. Or it snipes face again, but oh man.
Oh, Nurse, really good pickup. If he gets another swipe here, this is game.
This is ridiculous.
Well, it's not game yet, but I think it's
one off,
pretty much game. Yeah, it's 1-off, so.
So back-to-back great top decks there for lbdutchboy, and I really thought Narra was making the comeback, and then the Nuri is into swipe. That was just insane.
I'm surprised what Narra has left in his deck, because if he's playing the Forbidden Rituals, he could also be playing this Giants version. Yeah, like, could go for an anti-Shaman tech, because Shaman tends to spam the board a bit. But, yeah.
The Sea Giants makes sense then, yeah. I think Narra was. I think the breaking point in the game was Narra not picking up a Soulfire or PO from the double Peddler to deal with the giant Ace of War.
Yeah, that hurt a lot because he was able to kill that Brandon. So I'm really excited to see more from Narra's Warlock. But looks like we're going to see the Warrior versus the Hunter, and. lbdutchboy is playing at Camel Hunter, and it looks to me like that's a Face Warrior, or
no way.
Well,
is Narra playing Pirate Warrior here or a Face Warrior?
That probably, right? Like, why would you play Flame Juggler and Dragon Warrior? It's because you play Fairy Dragon, or yeah, he's definitely playing Face Warrior, especially with that upgrade. So get ready to smoke, boys. This is gonna go pretty fast.
It's so much fun that Narra brings the Face Warrior, since his most favorite deck is that Control Warrior, and maybe he was like, yeah, lbdutchboy knows that, so he's probably gonna bring Mid-Range Hunter to beat that. So I'm gonna bring the Face Warrior just to beat that Hunter. And the thing is, lbdutchboy is playing Camel now, but there actually are pretty good 1-drops in the deck of Narra. So do you want to play that Camel?
Probably not then. Well, what type of 1-drops does Narra have then? Like, except from the Zald's first mates, and does that run Squires or?
Yeah, or the Charge Pirate.
Oh right, yeah, true.
Yeah.
So lbdutchboy is probably thinking to himself like, do I coin out here?
Do you quick shot the Pirate, since the Pirate is scarier than the Flame Juggler here with the Bloodsail Cultist playing curve. Oh man, that weapon is gonna be an Assassin's Blade in a couple of
yeah, it's going to be huge for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but the thing is,
you could also...
Frothing was also pretty good there, actually. Yeah. Since you have tempo and lbdutchboy doesn't have a thing on the board, you saw him play Quickshot to remove a minion. Frothing should be good. Oh man, getting the worst one, getting that Leog.
So you can even choose here. If you you probably just play the Frothing here, choose an upgrade, and bump in the weapon into the Leok, whichever one.
You're definitely gonna trade here. You saw him playing Houndmasters last game, or like 2 games ago, so you never want to leave up a beast when the turn 4 is incoming. Oh man.
So lbdutchboy is probably going to have to simply kill command this.
No, coin kill command. Yeah, he has to, but he's getting really low at this point, and Narra is in the driving seat here. Just smorking down that Hunter. Again, since you're also smorking down with the Face Hunter.
Yeah, you have a 3-2 weapon as well. It's 6 damage, right? It's a fireball. So I'm guessing Felting number 2, let's go. And just smork him down. Houndmaster isn't that good for lbdutchboy here because it only deals 3 damage, doesn't take care of any of the minions. So.
No, and the Flooding is gonna deal a lot of damage next turn. You saw 1 kill command, you saw 1 quick shot. There are actually 2 deadly shots in the deck of lbdutchboy, but Narra didn't see those. Trading makes sense since you actually only lose 2 damage since the Flooding Berserker gets 3 damage. Oh, you miss.
Well, you miss on a lot of damage here. I don't know. I would have just preferred.
You only miss 3 damage since your Flooding Berserker gets buffed, and you don't give an opportunity to lbdutchboy to kill command or to quick shot again, and you don't give him an opportunity to Houndmaster. So actually, you give away 3 damage to do a lot of extra damage in the future. Is he gonna get the smork? No.
Well, Fire Blast is mini smork. You can also go for the shapeshift.
I like the mini smork since it can target minions without damaging yourself.
Yeah.
But this turn can be actually pretty hard. I think you just trade with the Horse Rider. Gives 2 damage to the Flooding Berserker. Only when the juggle hits face it doesn't. Only 1. Oh man,
never like it. Yeah. Well, he could have played a bit safer there and just went with his weapon attack. Like it was only 1 damage difference, but.
But how is lbdutchboy gonna win this game? Since Narra is still on almost 30 health. Nope, he's not.
He's not. He's too far behind. That warrior is way too fast for him. So yeah, mid-range hunter could prove to be a problem here for lbdutchboy, especially with that Zoo Warlock.
It's fun to see that all those smork lineups are working so well for Narra and for May too. Narra won 3-0 with almost all phase deck. Like Dragon Warrior is not. Yeah, is it the phase deck? Actually, it is, right?
Yeah. Well, with Bookworm and some, it's a tempo deck, I guess. Tempo, a really aggressive tempo deck.
Yeah.
I guess.
But Narra is winning with Pirate Warrior and Face Hunter, and still has the Zulok left. Like Zulok isn't that much of a phase deck, but it can be really explosive though.
So we can see lbdutchboy going for the safe route here, picking up his Shaman versus. Well, he knows that this is Zoo, so he's keeping the Maelstrom Portal, which is probably one of the best cards you could get versus Zoo.
Oh wow, he gets another one. So double Portal. But Lightning Storm is still a lot better, right? Only when lbdutchboy finds a way to get some spell damage. Maybe he's playing the Talnos Kobold Geomancer. Amnesiac made a Shaman list that went really fast Legend with double Kobold Geomancer. Lots of board clears. It's actually pretty good in the mirror match when you play Shaman versus Shaman, since your board clear is probably going to do more than your opponents.
And with double Cobalt, you pretty much guarantee always having spell power, or like most of the time having something spell power in hand.
What are you going for this turn? Aimgang is most of the times one of the strongest minions, but against mid-range Shaman, the Darkshire Councilman can actually be a little bit better. You can bait out the Hex with that, but they don't run Lava Burst anymore, so back in the days, against aggro Shaman, you really didn't want to play your Councilman on 3 since it's just gonna get Lava Burst, but it's not the point anymore. And it's more safe against Lightning Storms, etc.
Gets a Totem Golem here. Bit of a low roll, yeah. Usually the Barnes is pretty good for Shaman though. But it's more good in the late game because then you can get like a Thunderblood Valiant, use your hero power as well. But or like the mid game, I mean, not the late game.
He's not trading with Team Gang Boss.
Yeah, he wants to protect his Gang Boss for Lightning Storm, but does lbdutchboy have a efficient way to clear here?
No, he actually doesn't. He needs spell damage totem here. He's gonna find it. Well, oh man, he's not rolling a totem first.
He can go for a Maelstrom Portal, Lightning Bolt. Yeah.
That's actually a really good clear.
It's not the best. You still leave up the in-gang boss and the 1-1.
Yeah, but next turn is the Azure Drake coming and gives the Spirit Claws a buff to deal with the in-gang boss so easily.
Well, next turn is overloaded, so...
Oh,
and
wait,
Azure Drake is going to have to wait, so it kind of messes up his curve, so... Could be... This could be like the time for Narra to run away with the game. He's also running that Leroy, so I'm guessing no Doom Guards in there. It's looking a really old school list, so...
Yeah, but the good what I told back there about LbDutchboy before, man, he didn't actually have to play that turn, but...
No. Otherwise it was a Monetite Totem, but this is pretty good as well.
Leroy makes sense, though.
Mm-hmm.
Leroy trade, and then you can trade your in-gang bosses into the 1-1s.
Making more 1-1s.
And now Narra is probably hoping, please don't have that lightning storm. What is LbDutch gonna do here?
Spell power portal. I mean, it's already pretty painful as well.
Yeah, but there's no room. Yeah, if LbDutchboy finds that spell damage totem, but are you gonna risk that? Are you gonna totem up here? You can actually do it. If you don't roll spell damage, you just play Totem Golem.
Yeah, and wait for
or Manatite, and then you can go next turn for Azure Drake portal. Yeah, he's going for it. Doesn't get it.
Yeah. He's probably gonna hold off on the attack here, or he could even bump into the 2-tree here, just to set up for that Azure Drake Maelstrom portal next turn.
But you make it a little bit too obvious though that you have spell damage.
True. I mean, might put your opponent off.
But look at the hand of Narra. He has the insane combination. Brand, Defender of Argus, ruining all the plans of LbDutchboy. So LbDutchboy has to find that spell damage totem next turn to combo the Lightning Storm with Maelstrom Portal. I like this play. Trading off the 1-1, buffing both his in-gang bosses.
These in-gang bosses are pretty sick. Look at that, Argus. Oh, this is a feel-good moment for Narra. So, now...
It's gonna be really hard for LbDutchboy. He needs the spell damage totem here.
How good is he at Shaman here? So, let's see. 1-4.
Yeah. Spell damage totem probably wins him the game instantly. And all other totems lose him the game. And now he needs all high rolls on the... Is he gonna roll high on everything?
He rolled 3 on the first
3, 2...
He needs to roll high on the brand as well.
Oh, damn! He didn't roll high on the brand, and that's so huge for Narra. Now his brand survives, and you can get a lot of cards that actually give... Oh man, there's the second Argus, especially with that brand surviving.
You just saw 2 AoEs. You just saw 3 AoEs already from LbDutchboy, so...
It's gonna be so hard for LbDutchboy now to win. He has some clunky minions in his hand that are not gonna save him here. But the question is, where do you place a Defender of Argus? Do you buff your 3 trees, or are you gonna buff your in-gang balls once again to get some more value out of it? He got an insane amount of 1-1s out of that one.
True. You probably don't want to Argus the brand, right? Maybe you want to keep that
no,
hidden. So play the Juggler, trade first. Yeah. And then you probably place between the M-gang boss and the other end. I like this.
But the big question is, do you kill... Oh, he hits the juggle. Yeah, then you trade. But if he didn't hit the juggle, I would probably just ignore it and went face there. And now it's going to be really hard for LbDutchboy to find a way of winning this game.
You still had a chance with the second Lightning Storm.
Yeah, with some high rolls on it. But this is going to be game over.
So, and Zoo making a comeback here.
Wow.
For Narra. So
it's pretty fun that we saw 2 matchups that's supposed to be unfavored. Won the game, like Druid won against Zoo, and Zoo won against the mid-range Shaman. And Narra takes away the series 3-1, and that is so great for the standings, since LbDutchboy was undefeated but gets his first loss now, and there are 3 people now, Mate, LbDutchboy and Narra, all with a total score of 3 wins, 1 loss in the competition. So
yeah, a three-way tie here. So things are going to get pretty heated.